Good morning. This is, I think, July 14th, and big news from yesterday. President or ex-President Trump, there was a assassination attempt, and we kind of wanted to discuss that this morning because it's all over the place.
Yes. How does that happen?
Well, there's a lot of theories, and like security screw up, inside job. I mean, they're just putting everything out there, and that's a good tactic because you don't know what's the truth, and one of them probably is, but you'll never really know what the truth is because there's just so much disinformation thrown out and speculation and such. So
It is giving setup vibes because it's just strange how this man ended up on a rooftop not very far. And it's not like there was a lot of buildings in sight. I was expecting there to be multiple buildings.
yeah,
Houses.
it was kind of like
It was in
farmland.
a
Or
field. It
something.
was
Yeah.
like a freaking baseball field or something. Like,
Yeah, and he was only, what was it, 450 feet or 100 and some yards? I don't forget. But he
100
wasn't that far.
no, I think it said on that photo of Twitter, 130 yards.
Yeah, which is,
That is not far. It
No.
looked like anyone would have been able to see him from where he was
well,
at.
they were interviewing a bunch of witnesses. There's mainly this one guy from BBC. They were interviewing him, and he said, yeah, they're telling
BBC.
British Broadcasting
Okay.
Service? No, what starts with a C? Service? Well, anyway,
Cock.
what?
That's what I thought when you said BBC. I was like, wait a second.
Oh, the English Broadcasting. Okay,
Thank you for clarifying.
anyway, the point was, what were we saying? You threw me off.
Okay. So they're interviewing witnesses.
Oh, yes, that said that there's a guy on this roof. And he said he told police and security, and they're like, kind of, okay, and dilly-dallying, and they couldn't really see him, but the guy could see him, and he said, come over here and look, and then, I don't know if they did or not, but then everything started happening. The guy started taking shots, and I guess you all saw what happened. It was on live TV, in fact, so.
Everything was so calm. Like when you rewatch the videos, yes, there was shooting going on, but there was like no urgency or
You mean amongst the crowd?
everyone, the crowd,
Well,
even the snipers that took the assassin out.
well, and then I just read a thing that one of the snipers, the FBI or Secret Service snipers, had the guy on his sides and was asking permission to take him out because that's what they have to do, I guess. And they were told, stand down, don't engage.
Mm-hmm.
And so they didn't engage until the guy shot like 6 times or whatever, how many
6
shots?
times.
Yeah, well, semi-auto, so
Oh, okay.
you can get that off pretty quick.
So you just hold the trigger down and it.
Well, no, you have to, as fast as you can pull the trigger.
Gosh, and terrible shot.
Well,
That was interesting.
yeah, especially for 6 shots at that distance. Heck, I could hit a bullseye.
And then he grazed the president, and
Right.
shot 2 other people. So freaking A, there was 3 other bullets that
well, there
where
was,
they go just into the crowd.
yeah, they said one person behind Trump, I guess, was hit and died. He got hit in the head.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the one that supposedly grazed Trump's ear. And then another lady was hit in the arm or the wrist or something.
Mm-hmm.
But it's all, I mean, you get all these conflicting reports. You don't know what's going on. And
Yeah, like they identified who the shooter was, but then
yeah,
that person went on Instagram or wherever and debunked it because it wasn't really him.
well, like yesterday when it happened, there was this guy, this Italian dude, and he was kind of overweight, and they were like pushing him like this is the shooter, and then all of a sudden, no, it's not him because they showed a picture of the dead guy on the roof,
Mm-hmm.
and there's this skinny, long-haired, light-colored hair guy. And then they identified him as some other guy. Who knows who it is? And then now they're saying it's some 20-year-old guy. I forget his name.
And none of
lives
them
nearby.
look alike. They don't have no similarities like in their appearance at all either.
Well, the last one, the 20-year-old, he looks like the guy on the roof. The hair kind of matches up in the...
Yes, you're right.
Face.
Yes. Okay. But no, what I'm saying is the guy, the 20-year-old, the Italian, and then even Seaman. Who's Seaman? Was that
Oh,
the
he was the
Italian guy?
Ukrainian guy, supposedly.
They don't look alike. The
No.
suspected shooters, they all look different.
And then there was a report, it's a Chinese person yesterday, and I'm like, what? So they're throwing
A
out-
Chinese person would have fucking shot him. They would have aimed because they study everything that they put themselves in.
True.
He would have.
No, that's true. Yeah, the Zen kind of thing.
There's
the
no
Zazen.
way. Yeah.
Yeah, become one with your rifle and your bullet, something. Well, that's more Japanese.
Oh.
But the Chinese, you know.
The Asians, they know what they're doing when they put their mind to it.
Don't we all? But some are better than others
Yeah.
and things like that. But so.
Okay, so where was the rally at?
Pennsylvania. I forget the little, it's like a
Pennsylvania.
smaller town.
Yeah, not a place you'd think
Well,
that would happen, right?
maybe the logistics were good because it was an open field and there was a lot of cover around. So
I want to see some photos of the rally actually going on, because when you showed me the one from Twitter where they're showing where the shooter was, where the president was,
yeah,
the what did they say? Cavalries?
cavalries.
Yeah, I forgot what it said in that photo. But the two people who got shot, they called them something else in that photo.
Oh, did they?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah, pull it up. But so, because what you see is there's like a lot of grass area. Was that area filled up? Like, where were all the people at? I want to know what it looked like.
well, it was like a baseball. There's so much stuff coming in. I lost the last tweet.
It was, I'm assuming it's a word that people who are like basically bystanders or something, and then they get.
Oh yeah.
injured.
Well, that's who died, was a few bystanders.
Yeah, I forgot what word they said in that photo, but I was like, oh, was it casualties?
Yeah, casualty.
Okay, I think they said casualties. Okay. Vape.
Right. Vape and coffee acquired. So here we go.
So, I really feel like, yes, Trump has done a lot of questionable things throughout the years. He's pissed off a lot of people,
Yeah,
a lot of
oh, yeah.
movements. But I really think he is trying to change the way America is. All the grimy stuff we have going on with the government and rich people and just so many terrible things, sex trafficking, children being taken and
Which they don't even talk about anymore.
no, and then like the immigrants that are coming into our country illegally and then committing terrible crimes on people. He really wants to change all those things. He hasn't been the best at delivering that message.
True.
He-
He's a bit harsh with it.
Yeah,
But
because he was a regular person before. Now, no, he was never a regular
No,
person.
he
Donald
was
Trump.
born
we
with
know
a
who the
silver
fuck-
spoon in
Right.
his mouth.
But he wasn't a president. He was just like a celebrity, a rich
Yeah.
celebrity. So he had to definitely probably take a lot of classes and learn how to talk amongst the public, which he might not even have done
No,
that.
I think he learned that from his business negotiations, and he's a harsh guy. I guess the term would be he's like an asshole.
Yeah.
Right.
And so, because I think it pissed a lot of people off too, because the way he would talk about blacks, Mexicans, he wasn't trying to diminish them, but he was speaking so freely, just how any other person on the street would talk, and you can't do
and
that.
that's his big appeal too.
Yeah.
He was talking.
But it's also his downfall as well, because it's just so many people are sensitive nowadays that you can't.
Jeez.
You can't talk about trans a certain way. You can't talk about black people a certain way. You can't talk about gays a certain way.
But you can talk about whites any way you want.
Yeah, I know, and I'm guilty of that as well. So,
Well, I'm not.
but I think that sooner, hopefully rather than later, everyone is going to realize they're wanting to take this man out over and over, because he is going to change things. He doesn't want America to go down the way that it's been going. It's not good. I don't know why nobody is realizing.
Well, a lot of people are realizing, but a lot of people put their head in the sand and no, everything's
and
fine.
get fucked. They just rather would get fucked than actually stand up for themselves and our country
Yeah.
and do something different.
True. It's
We're
like,
turning into other countries.
Well, what's the term? Third world?
Yeah, we got
Yeah.
fucking shootings going on now at our schools, president rallies. So there's so much to be
Homelessness
afraid
is
of.
crazy and
Yeah.
skyrocketing prices, all that.
Like our kids, yes, okay, the world is the way the world is, and there's no really hiding our kids from that. But this stuff is now, it is on the forefront on news. I know for sure every household is talking about this right now. The children are seeing, oh my God, our president just got shot. Nobody's safe,
Right.
really. And
You're right.
there's
yeah.
theories that had the president gotten shot and killed yesterday, we would have gone into civil war.
That's what I heard a lot of rumors. If he would have got hit and died, they said Civil War was really averted yesterday because he turned his head or the guy was a bad shot, whatever. It wasn't. So I've never seen anything like this, you know?
I think it would have been civil war too because people in other countries, they know Trump means fucking business and he's going to handle shit. He's going to get shit done.
Right.
So I blanked out. Hey, God.
It's okay. It's early. It's early. And you haven't had any coffee.
Yeah. Oh, he's the only one that's gonna get shit done. Biden's not gonna do anything. Biden's gonna open the gates for more illegals to come in. He's gonna pay fucking other countries, probably give them more money for like war
Like Ukraine.
weapons and
Sure.
things like that, right? He is funding chaos.
Well,
And countries know that. So they would have loved that. Had Trump been taken out, oh man.
it
would have been free game at that point for everybody.
Yeah. Kind of unimaginable. You know, thank God it didn't happen. Jeez.
And I am worried that who can he trust? Who can he shouldn't even be coming outside for a while. I wouldn't.
Well, I think he went to a UFC thing last night. That's what I heard. He was
you
supposed
serious?
to go. I didn't check, but
Okay.
that's what I heard.
That's very much something Trump would do.
Well, it's damn good strategy, like, you know. And then when he did get hit, he got up and he pumped his fist. And then everybody responded.
Oh, yes, that was
That was like a big moment, and I think that's his new campaign.
But you already know people are going to fucking
Oh,
the way he was holding his fist up, that's
there's defiant. That's how I saw it. He was being, okay,
right.
fuck you.
That's how I saw it too. But that's a very distinctive hand, like
Oh, no. Because he went, you know,
like that and
like
not
a
like that.
sport.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
it wasn't, no, you're thinking
Like Nazi stuff.
Zeke Heil, no, he didn't do that. No way.
But there's people who might spin it around like that, though. Honestly, there's some fucking
now that
idiots
we
out
mention
there.
it, somebody might take what we mentioned and go, oh, I didn't think of that. and
Right.
Say that. But no, it was a defiant fist pump, like a sport, in a sporting way, like, fuck you.
And good for him because he does keep overcoming everything.
Yeah, that's another thing. He's got like, and people even rumored to say he's got some kind of mystical protection or
Right.
something weird like that.
Because you know what? I mean, the universe, God, whatever it is you believe in, they're not, how do I say? They're not, oh my God, I can't think of the word. Somebody's looking out for him. That's for sure.
Well, it seems kind of
For a
obvious.
fucking reason, too. I mean, if you believe in anything, like we're seeing it before our eyes. That he went to jail, prison, right?
No.
Felony.
He didn't go to jail.
Oh, he
they haven't
didn't.
sentenced him yet.
Oh,
But they
that's right. Okay.
indicted him, what was it, 34 felony counts on him? And then there's more trials coming up, and he's spending all this money.
On that, and not even his own campaign, right?
Yeah.
But yet he's still flourishing. You know, me got nicked yesterday, but this for sure pumped him up.
Oh, and it pumped up a lot of his, and I think he got a lot of new followers from.
Oh, a lot of people
Like-
are really liking him. Rappers.
Yeah, there was one rapper. He had a concert last night, and he put the image of Trump in chains, like that's going to be his new album cover. You know.
Because we love survivors. We love to overcome things. We love to triumph.
Yeah.